Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Lattydesire. So today I'm going to share with you a review of one of my favorite books, Will by Will Smith, and co-written by Mark Manson. This book was published by Pigeon Press in 2021. It has 21 chapters and around 418 pages. But don't worry guys, it has 418 pages, but you won't get bored at all. It's Will Smith, come on. Reading this book, I felt like I was interviewing Will, like he was sitting right next to me. Like, this book is expression, everything. I felt like I was having a conversation with him. So Will grew up in West Philadelphia with his mom, his dad, and his sibling, and he will go back and forth to his grandmother's house, Gigi. Now, his dad was definitely a disciplinary. Like, he was in the army, guys. So you definitely know that he's full of command. And so he would play the role of the commander in the house, in the family. He dictates what should do, where they should go, what they should eat, da da da. He was a commander, but he was also a very disciplined man that teaches each and every one of them how to be disciplined, all his siblings. Another thing about his dad, he was an alcoholic, and so it always shows up in the house. He was a very, very good businessman in the community, but he oftentimes got into an altercation with his wife, which is Will Smith's mom, and so he would abuse her. And these traumatic events occurred that affected all his siblings, and also for Will Smith, where he felt that he was hopeless, not able to help his mom, and so he grew up. Way of coping for this trauma is by creating imagination to take him into a different world where he would be happy. Sometimes they refer him as a liar when he explained these imaginations. And also he would use making jokes, making people laugh as another way of coping. So when Will started, before we get into that, guys, one thing, like, what jumped out to me, I got this book last year December, and it was just the right book for the right time, because I'm on a healing journey. I want to make myself better as a human, and this book definitely give you the insight and make you feel like it's okay to work on yourself, to accept yourself, to have integrity for your own self. And that's what this book basically share, all his weakest moments up until his bravest moments. The first chapter, it talks about Will, which is having the willpower. Like, his dad gave them a task to complete, Will and his brother. Imagine there's a broken wall, and all you have to do is to just hire somebody to come who has the skill to come and complete it in like 2 weeks. But this man was like, no, I have 2 boys, and so they're gonna do the job. So Will and his brother, they were like probably 8 to 12 years old. He gave them the task to finish the wall. So it took them the entire year to complete this wall, because of course they have no knowledge about making a mason, right? Masonry, that's the word, but they don't have any knowledge about construction. So they were working after school, during the summer when kids were playing, they were there fixing the wall. And of course anybody would get frustrated. So his dad was like, listen, you guys could be cussing, crying, you guys have to complete it. So his way, like, he had a conversation with them, and he was like, instead of focusing on the wall, focus on laying the blocks one at a time. And this is what we need to do, guys. Like, sometimes we have the goal and we are so focused on achieving that goals, we miss sight of what we need to do to make the step. and we start building anxiety and doubts and procrastination that we cannot do it, and then we get complacent in ourselves and still don't achieve the goal. His way was like, listen, you do the work or you're dead. That's his dad way of teaching. There's no 99. It's either 100% you complete it or you're dead. So they had to complete the wall, of course, and that was a very good analogy, because with the block, laying the wall, and our day-to-day achieving our dreams, like focus on the step, guys, to complete it. Like once you like you put in the effort and everything that you got into that one block or one step, you will get to where you need to go. You will achieve that goal, and that's what this book really about, one part of the book. Because Will has taken that from his dad, where he has used all the discipline that he has growing up and put it in his work ethics, and that's how he was able to achieve so much great success, not only in the movie industry but also in rapping. Like, he was the bomb in his era when it comes to rapping. Like, this book educates you so much as it relates to rapping. Like, it teaches you the beginning of rapping, how much money you make, the production, the managing. He started his rapping career at Overbrook, where they were just having fun rapping, but Will was the one always rapping about making fun in jokes. So he used his skill and his way of coping, which is to make fun and make people laugh, and put it together and create a craft. And so he was so talented in that era with all his friends. What's his name? Jazzy, his friend. Yeah. So they were in a group, and of course they were doing so good, touring, making money, not just in America but in England, all over the place. They were making a lot of money touring, and they weren't paying attention to their taxes, and they were having all the fun, especially Wisdom. It is full of imagination, so he's always excited about new things. So he was buying all the toys, like the luxury car, the luxury house, live in Hollywood. So he moved from Philadelphia and live now in Hollywood, and he wasn't paying attention to his money. And so the IRS came in on him, and that's when he went down. And his acting career, because he is security guard Charlie, he was the one that was like, hey, listen, Will, we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna allow you to just fall down on your face and that's it. We gotta get up and make some money. So he would encourage Will to go out and network at events where you will meet people who, like, you're likely to, you're in Hollywood. So of course you go to the places where all the movie stars, all the producers, all these talented people are, and so you start building his network there. Of course, it wasn't that easy. He had time where they would kick him out of the club, but that was one of his steps. So he met one person, that person introduced him to Quincy Jones, and he got a call when he went back to Philadelphia to come back to Hollywood. And so Quincy Jones had a party at his house. That's where Quincy Jones' house, that's what they used for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Guys, the book is amazing. But anyways, yes, so they were at the party, and it's like that chapter is called The Alchemist. So it's like it was at the right moment at the right time. There were movie stars, the lawyer, people from NBC, like top producer. Everybody was there for the right moment at the right time. And so that was the day that he auditioned. That was the time that he auditioned for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Quincy Jones was like, listen, I'm gonna do this, you're gonna do this. I have all the network, the connection right here, they ain't going where. And Will was like doubting himself. He was like, listen, I can't do this, I've never acted before. And Quincy was like, listen, this is the moment. You don't know when these people is gonna come back, so you have to do it right now. So he got like 15 minutes to look over the script, and so he went out and he performed, and of course they loved it, and that's how his acting career started with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He got all his friends from Philadelphia to make it more Will Smith. So that's where Jazzy Jeff came in. That's his name. I don't remember his name, sorry guys, but that's where Jazzy came in, and his other friends from Philadelphia too, because they weren't given the right picture of what the lifestyle of Philadelphia was. So he incorporated all his friends to give that natural of what Philadelphia is really like. Then it goes on to him being so successful. Like, Will Smith gave all the behind the scenes of all his acting career. Bad Boys 2, how that went about. I'm not remembering the name, but the boxing. Yeah, so he gave every insight about his acting career. Guys, Will Smith even went as far as letting us know how much money you can make from acting. Not just in a month or in America alone, but in the entire world. He has all that information in the book, guys. This book is full of so much of all of that and put it into his work. Now, he met Jada on the set when they were casting for an actress to play the role of his girlfriend for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and she didn't get selected because she was too short, and that's when Will Smith had a big crush on her. But in this book, Will Smith talked about all his girlfriends: the girlfriend in high school, the girlfriend after high school when he just moved to Hollywood, which is Tanya, and then after Tanya, then he started dating Cherie. So he met Cherie when he went to Jada Pinkett's show to impress her, to meet her, because he had a crush on her from the casting show. So he met Cherie at Jada's show in the audience, and he was giving her a bunch of jokes, and she liked it, of course, girls. And they started dating, they got married, and they have their son Trey. Things didn't work out with him. Then later on, he met up with Jada, and so they became friends again, and things started to happen again. But he broke up with Cherie. But one thing I love about Will Smith, how he stood up as a man and said, listen, this is my child's mom, and she's going to be included into the relationship. So Jada has to learn how to respect Cherie, and Cherie has to learn how to respect Jada. I love that, because they were able to have family get outings together with all the kids, and that is very important when raising a kid. So I really, really, really applaud him for that. Now, Will Smith went on his journey where you think that if you look into hear information about what happened at the Red Table Talk, which is the entanglement with Jada and her, you're not going to get that in the book, and I love that. But he spoke about his taking a break for himself to pull back from everything, because he reached the highest level of success where he was able to buy anything, take his family anywhere, buy houses and all of that. And that was his perfect imagination of what a successful family would look like. And so his perfection wasn't real, it was just all in his head, and his kids became his messengers. They all were like that one point in his life where they were all giving him all the message that he needs to. And so he pulled back from everything, and then he started looking deeply into himself and realized that something is affecting him. Like, nothing is going the way he wants it, especially with Jada, with the kids. Everything is just going crazy. And instead of judging and casting at everybody, he pulled back and said, listen, I need to work on myself. And that is very important, and that's the journey that I was on, and which is very important for all of us. So he pulled back, and then he went to Trinidad with this guy who's Tanya's new boyfriend, new husband, and he didn't bring any bodyguard, anything in that sort. He was just going into the natural, like, hey, going to experience life and to just humble and to just understand the meaning and gratitude of life. And that for him was very, very, very different and strange, but he was able to man over it. And then comes where he was able to surrender and to say, listen, there's something wrong with me, and I need help. I need to find out what's bothering me. And that's when he realized that the trauma between his dad was still affecting him, and it was showing up in lots of areas of his life, with his relationship with his wife, with people who has come around. So he was able to put that down and do the process and fix himself. And one thing that I really love at the end of the book, where the last chapter it's about love, where you're thinking that, oh, this is about love, so I'm gonna see some fairy tale or something that happened after the entanglement between Jada and him, or something between him and Jada. But no, it wasn't about him and Jada. It was him healing from the vengeance that he has towards his dad by, you know, forgiving his dad, allowing his dad to pass away freely, by, you know, letting him know that, listen, I forgive you with the compassion, I love you, you have given me all the tools, so don't worry. Like, that was just so, that was my favorite part, guys. Like, that chapter, the last chapter, was my favorite, because that's where I'm at. Like, you know, it was so beautiful just to be able to just in the same space with his dad and just loving his dad and forgiving him for everything. That was just so understand that everybody have different goals in life, and it's okay. Some people just want to go and rest. Some people just want to eat. Some people want to have the biggest car, the nicest house. Everybody have different goals, so we need to learn how to respect everybody and appreciate everybody for who they are, and try to understand rather than trying to judge. So that's my review of the book, guys. If you are definitely looking to buy this book for yourself or to gift it to somebody that you think might need this form of encouragement and discipline and, you know, healing journey, and just to understand the whole media industry too, this book is definitely perfect for them. You can definitely gift it to them or gift it to you. I got it from Amazon, so I'll put a link in my description. It comes in ebook, paperback, hardcover. This is a hardcover one. Yes, and at the end of the book, when he was able to clear his mind and be free from all of this and work on himself and his family, and he was able to do one of the biggest things that he always wanted to do, which is to make that big jump where you just jump and release your fear, anxiety. That video that was going around, that was shooting on YouTube all over the place, where he made that sky jump at my brain is not clicking, guys. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. So he made a big jump out of the, I hope you guys can help me in the comment section below. But as we mentioned about comment, please go ahead and comment down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have read the book before, please share your comments down. Please share your what you love about the book and your review. You can definitely, let's just communicate. Yeah, he made, at the end of the book, he spoke about that big jump, guys, where he did at, what's that place there? It was all over social media. It was streaming on YouTube. And what's that place, guys? It's 4 o'clock in the morning, so I cannot remember the name of the place, but it's a very, very popular place. And yes, he made a very big jump out of the sky, whereas all his family was watching. They were crying, some were crying, the world was watching him make that jump, and that was, you know, just freedom, surrender. And yeah, it's a beautiful book. Please comment down below, what do you think? I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's any question that you need to ask, you can go ahead and freely ask me in this comment section. We can have a good conversation down there. And if you have read the book, please share your comment about that as well. And if you have any books that you want me to do a review on, you can also comment down below, or you can share something in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Also, if you want to be a part of a family that is full of inspiration and positivity, please go ahead and click the subscribe button down below to be a part of this family. I hope that you guys have a wonderful week, and I love you all so much. Thanks.
Shit. Ugh. Oh, my fault. No, stop. Ooh. Ooh. Time for me to sleep. It's time for me to sleep. Time for me to sleep. Oh, that's my alarm. That's 6:30 in the morning. Bye.